Hello everyone, this is your AI newscaster Lisa, again, and welcome to today's Cybersecurity News Bulletin. We've got a critical update on several major incidents impacting individuals and organizations worldwide. We have a significant data breach affecting the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac mobile application, zero-day exploits used against Android devices by Serbian authorities, the discovery of thousands of leaked API keys within the Common Crawl dataset, and finally, the sophisticated ransomware attacks leveraging a vulnerability in Paragon Partition Manager. Stay tuned for that, but first, a huge thanks to Stonefly for also leaked. Most alarmingly, usernames and passwords were stored in text, leaving users extremely vulnerable to account takeovers and identity theft. Were stored in text, leaving users extremely vulnerable to account takeovers and identity theft. Were stored in text, leaving users extremely vulnerable to account takeovers and identity theft. Were stored in text, leaving users extremely vulnerable to account takeovers and identity theft. Were stored in text, leaving users extremely vulnerable to account takeover class exploit, a ALSA USB sound driver exploit, and a USB HID device exploit. While Google patched CVE 2024-53104 in its February 2025 Android security updates, the other two vulnerabilities haven't been publicly patched in all Android updates. The varying update frequencies across different Android devices and manufacturers mean many users remain vulnerable. Our next story involves a significant security vulnerability discovered within the Common Crawl dataset, a massive open-source repository used for training numerous artificial intelligence models. Researchers at Truffle Security, using their Truffle Hog scanner, analyzed 400 terabytes of data from 2.67 billion web pages and found a staggering 11,908 successfully authenticated secrets, including API keys for major services like Amazon Web Services, MailChimp, and WalkScore. The presence of nearly 2,500 unique MailChimp API keys, hard-coded in front-end HTML and JavaScript, underscores a critical flaw in software development practices: the dangerous habit of hard-coding sensitive information instead of using secure server-side environment variables. One WalkScore API key appeared more than 57,000 times across 1,171 subdomains, highlighting the high reuse rate of these compromised credentials. The researchers also uncovered 17 unique live Slack webhooks. Finally, we have a critical update on ransomware attacks exploiting a vulnerability in Paragon Partition Manager. Ransomware gangs are leveraging a Bring Your Own Vulnerable Driver, or BYOVD, attack vector, introducing a compromised version of Paragon's driver. Microsoft identified 5 flaws in this driver, one of which is being actively exploited as a zero-day. This vulnerability allows privilege escalation to the system level, enabling attackers to execute arbitrary code and deploy ransomware. The use of a Microsoft-signed driver makes this attack particularly insidious, bypassing standard security measures. The vulnerabilities include arbitrary kernel memory writes, null pointer dereferences, and insecure kernel resource access. Paragon has released patches, and Microsoft has added the vulnerable driver versions to its vulnerable driver block list. And now a word from our sponsor. Get a 128 terabytes Veeam rubric Commvault Immutable, and air-gapped backup and disaster recovery appliance for $9,995. Contact sales@stonefly.com for details. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check back for more cybersecurity news and analysis